Hey guys, what's up? This is DarkAlpha, and welcome back to another great video here from all of us at MUTevolution.com. Today, unlike my other pack pulling videos, this one right here, this is a pack pulling video by the way, but this one right here is you're gonna want to watch the whole thing through. I've never gotten this lucky pulling packs ever. I think I've played Ultimate Team for years and years and years, and I didn't expect to get anything, but you know, I guess you can only get screwed for so long. You can only flip a coin so many times before eventually you get a heads. You know, I've never gotten this lucky before, so moving forward, my first pack started off normal. I got, the standard, garbage. I mean, I could have probably kept the Clady, waited, sold it for a little bit. D-Hall was nice at the beginning, but he also came out with DRC, so I just tossed them all. I kept the flashback cards for, craps and giggles. I don't want to say a swear word just yet. I want to keep this PG-13 more or less. But then I moved, and I opened my second pack, and for those of you who have seen my personal channel, you know what's coming. And I almost freaked out. I was like, oh my god. And then I flipped my cards, and then right here, right there, you guys can sort of see it. Ed Reed right there. Flashback Ed Reed. Look at that. +5 to play rec, 4 to zone, 3 to catch. I mean, this card is just ridiculous. He's so good. I almost died. The reason I'm not doing anything is I'm freaking out. I'm telling everybody, oh my god, I pulled an Ed Reed. Oh my god, I pulled an Ed Reed. What am I going to do? Guys, what do I do? I've never pulled a rare card before. I've never done it before. And I was like, I don't know what's going on, guys. I was sort of like a heart attack. My brain had to reboot. And then I came back. I think I discarded all of them because I really just didn't care. Here I accidentally almost discarded this. I don't know if he's worth. I don't think he is, but I didn't know what I was doing. And then I'm going to show you right here. I immediately go and I check the auction house because I wanted to see what he was being worth. And because I started pulling as soon as they told me to, and this was the second pack I opened. And I'm pretty sure that I pulled the very, very first Ed Reed because there's going to be none on the block. And I've never done this before. I'm like, what's going on, guys? I don't know what's going on. Like, there's no results. I'm like, does this card even exist? Did I type it in wrong? Nope. Elite Free Safety Ravens. I'm like, I guess I pulled the first one. Have you guys ever done that before? Has anybody been like the very first pioneer out there? Probably could have sold them for a lot. I sold them to one of my buddies for like $1 million. I don't really care. But it's, pretty good card. If you want to see the hidden stats, because this guy's probably the best safety in the game at the moment. If you want to see his hidden stats, check out my personal channel video of him and the other card that I end up pulling tonight. I both have all their hidden stats. And the Reed's really good. He's just as strong as Lane. He can catch just as well as Lane, which is kind of funny. But he has those boosts that he's got, and he's also, a natural safety, so his awareness doesn't take a hit. He's really good. He can tall. He can play the field. He's just downright amazing. If I sound a little hectic, it's probably because I am. I've never pulled a rare card before. I've just never done it. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to feel. It's kind of like, wow, I actually pulled a rare card. So this is what everybody else feels. And then here I pull a Flashback Vernon. I used him at fullback. He's kind of what, elite rare cards should be, I feel like. Great cards that aren't game breakers. If you put him at fullback, you can't catch, but that's okay. Fullbacks don't need to catch. He's fast. He's strong. He's pretty, he does his job well when he's not going up against god cards everywhere. And I feel like that's what it should be. I have a really strong temptation to want to believe that NCAA is going down that route, which can be just fantastic. Here, I try to pull a couple draft dual packs. It's not working yet. I think I have to back out. I'm not really sure. I don't know what's going on, but I do eventually pull them in this video. So stay tuned. You can see what kind of cards you pull for those of us that have, draft duel packs. And I had 3 because I purchased a ton, and I didn't lose a single draft duel game because I actually know what I'm doing. Vilma, again, I remember Ghost Vilma back in Madden Ultimate Team. Ooh, Campus Doom, not bad. But I remember back in 12, he was actually a really good linebacker. He was fast. He's sort of what they like, what I feel like they should be, not completely overpowered. You can't put a linebacker on, Megatron and just have him get shut down. Well, not really shut down, but he's as good as, the standard linebackers they like. Well, as good as Revis, and that's just stupid. It's like there's no difference between playing dime and there's no difference between playing a base 4-3 or a base 3-4. It's just stupid that you can do that. There's no difference at all, and I don't even. It's sort of just devolved into like this chess match where everything's just, Drew Brees, Chargers Drew Brees. I thought that was a cute card when it came out. Ooh, cover vote Forte. I would complain, but I just pulled a Flashback Ed Reed, so I don't really care. I made my profit back on these packs. I don't really care what I pull the rest. I could pull nothing but bronzes, and I'd be pumped, and I'd be like jumping around, be like, I got my Ed Reed card. I finally got a good card, and then I sort of remember that these 3 or whatever 4 pack pull videos I did before this, where I got garbage. I'm like, I guess it did just equal out. But I got to make these videos for you guys, talk to myself in my living room while my girlfriend watches me and she thinks I'm a crazy person. I don't really care. Yeah, you can look at me right now, but look at this. I'm talking to some sweet ass people on the internet, so you can just sit there and you can watch me. And maybe tonight you can get my favorite Chinese food. People in Evo know what I'm talking about. Oh, 92 Aikman. I don't know how I feel about that. I probably Combine Mario Williams. He's actually a pretty good card. I was going to make a video for Combine Mario, but I think I put it off because they're just gonna get the highlights because then the Watt came out and then I just stopped using him. He's a really good card for situations where you drop him back, but he's a very specific niche, and I don't think it's used enough to really justify having him even on your roster. So, moving forward, pulling another pack, I get this Terrell Suggs. He was a pretty good card when he was released, kind of. Oh, Bruce Irvin, Rockets, and everybody that uses these lower cards. Bruce Irvin's amazing. He's got like 90 speed for a rookie. He's a great user defensive end. He's really fast. He's actually really excited. I don't know what I'm doing. He's actually really good on the line. Moving these draft duel packs, I kind of saw this coming because as soon as they took draft duels down, there's no sense to put them back in because they're just gonna get a lot of problems. Just waiting for the next generation. Oh, this is the golden ticket, Joby College. God, what a waste. Who makes this? I talk about the Peppers and the DRC and the Allen, but they're good. If you haven't seen my DRC video, I'm pretty sure I made the DRC famous because I dropped my Flashback DRC video. EA saw it. They said how awesome it was, and like 2 days later, Combine Workout came out, and they happen to have a DRC card in there, and they haven't done any DRC cards ever except for the flashback and like the gold cards, and then all of a sudden I drop my video and then he gets a promo, kind of iffy and kind of like awesome because I love DRC and I finally got a chance to use a God 99 card of him, so I felt pretty. I take pride for that. But going back to the Jacoby Jones card, God, what a waste. Why would you make such a crappy card? I know the guy was mad that EA screwed it up, but dude, you're really to blame for making such a garbage card. You get a golden ticket and you make this. I mean, what a giant waste. I'm just so disappointed that these people make these terrible, terrible cards. Did I get two Michael Bennett's? That's kind of neat. Got the gold and the elite version. Yeah, but everybody makes these garbage golden tickets out there, like the Jacoby Jones that was just terrible, and then a lot of the other golden tickets that were like the Namdi. Who puts a Namdi out there with 55 spectacular catch? Yes, I would like to have a cornerback that can't catch the ball in a game of Madden Ultimate Team. Like, are you just asking to lose because you're not going to do anything? I could throw it all day deep down the sideline, and I don't have to worry about it picking it off because he's just not going to catch it because So I can take Rex Grossman, my quarterback. I love him. I'm a huge Colts fan. Rex Grossman's a huge reason why the Colts won the Super Bowl. Ha ha ha! All these Bears fans out there, but he actually does pretty well for me. Sure, whenever I play other elite, super elite players that are as good as me, he's a huge liability. I can't run. I can't really throw, and I usually lose because I have this huge disadvantage. But I love him to death, and it's very, very rare that I find anybody as good as me anyway. So I'm also playing with like a 94 overall because I don't spend money on this game. Oh man, I'm so wired because of this. Oh, the Ratliff. I remember when the key cards came out and Ratliff was a rare one. I think I sold mine for a decent amount. I've been playing. I don't even remember or really care at this point. At this point, I'm halfway through, and I'm kind of getting kind of iffy because I know what's coming up later in this video, and you guys are gonna be like, "Oh my god!" And I'm gonna be like, "Ah!" And I'm just gonna freak out. But can't do it yet. Got to push through these cards. Got to talk about these other cards that I get, and I think I pull something decent. Oh no, Pac-Man. I remember Rockets got his team of the week. Pac-Man Jones was out there. He's really good. I really think Pac-Man should be able to be used because he's fast. He can catch. He's not like the super corners. He's got a niche. If you want to play pass defense against slot corners, he's your guy. Except he's not because he's really just not usable. Just like everybody that's not a super amazing God card is not usable. It's not your Ultimate Team anymore. It's EA's Ultimate Team. I feel like that's a shame because that's the best part is you get to use all these rare and unique cards like here the Ronnie Browns and the Jonathan Vilmas, but they're just not usable. They're just not usable unless you're playing with a gimmick. And so the other guy's playing with a gimmick because everybody out there, this games have thousands of players have been reduced to like maybe like 50 to 100 actual usual players. Everybody out there, and they play the exact same players every single time. Everybody has the exact same stats. 100 everything because of all the boosts. But even if they didn't, everybody has the same stats. Anyway, cover vote Aikman. Is he valuable? I don't even know. I don't think so. Although I think with the profit I'm making from my ed when I sell them, I think I'm going to do the cover vote collection. I'm probably going to regret it because I always regret because doing those save for the 12 or the next version was dumb. I spent millions on like Dante Hightower. I used him for like 8 seconds before you got a better one, just like I told everybody I would, and just like I told everybody they would. And I did it anyway because I just wanted, maybe this time it'll be different, and it wasn't. And I really wanted to, and I'm probably gonna regret doing this cover vote collection because I'm probably gonna get like cover vote Drew Brees, and he's gonna be replaced in about 9 seconds from the moment I get my first mobile quarterback or Andrew Luck or gimmick quarterback like Rex Grossman. Ooh, Michael Johnson. I remember back in Madden 12, this guy was like ridiculously rare, and then they put him in a most wanted weekend, and then like he flooded, and then the second guy. But I remember this guy was like one of the most rare cards in the game. It was so weird that it was like this low fantasy, and then I think him and I forget the other guy. I really do, but they were the reason they put in reserves because he flooded it when he first came out, but everybody just discarded him. And so when they actually came out the left end collection, he was super valuable, and because nobody had him anymore, and they had to put him back in packs. But simply nobody had him because there were no reserves. You only had your team. So all those like fantasy cards that are like the low 80s were just super rare, just all the time. I think it was Bishop, like the Packers, the linebacker, the fantasy linebacker. I don't remember his name, but him and like that Michael Johnson card were the reason they put in. I'm pretty sure they were the reason they put in reserves because they were just unusable. Oh man, Lawrence Taylor. I got a story about Lawrence Taylor for you guys. If you played Madden 12, once again going back to Madden 12, he was like he was the reason why Madden 12 was terrible. He was 96. He was like 97 speed as an outside linebacker, and he pretty much made the game unplayable if you didn't have him against an equal skill player, of course. But because he just broke the game, you had to use him, and it just limited your options. So I think they saw, and I was like pissed off because like, oh man, this card sucks. And then like everybody had their own, like you had to use the position collections because there weren't boosts in Madden 12 like there are here. They were only on like the very rare limited edition cards, but they were like these super rare, like you had to use your position collections. It wasn't as bad as here. Or it was actually worse than here because you had to use position collections, and everybody's team was all position collection everything. At least here you can use boosts to bring everybody else up. So here everybody is the exact same, so 100, but there it was the exact same because everybody did have the exact same card. And it was pretty weird like that. And I just hate just using these stuff. I'm really looking forward to NCAA because I feel like you're going to be able to have a different team. You're going to have a run team. You're going to have running players. Or you're going to have a pass team. You're going to have passing players. And if I haven't talked about my packs at all because I've gotten garbage again. I don't care because I got an Ed Reed and I'm about to show you the real prize, which is weird because I feel like Ed Reed should be the prize, but for some reason God tried to take all the luck of the whole year and cram it down my throat in this one little video, and I don't mind because this is gonna be a pretty sweet video. But he's taking all this quote and he's like, "Open up, DA," and he's just taking like a giant mallet and just slamming it down my throat. So moving forward, I'm gonna start to get a little more French because I know it's coming. I really do. I'm like, oh my god, and I'm gonna freak out. And then, oh my god, look at that, John Elway. You saw the 99 John Elway. He should be a usable card. He's mobile. He's a good thrower. He's got the legacy on his side, so he can be a little, overpowered. But he's not. He's not even usable. This mobile quarterback in history that was known as one of those accurate mobile quarterbacks still isn't usable because he's just not as good as other, not great quarterbacks. I mean, today's like the John Elway card should be better than the Robert Griffin III card or the Andrew Luck card. I mean, I love Andrew Luck, but John Elway's card should be better than Luck's card. It's just like why is this even happening? I don't understand why they're doing it. And then Jeff Oda, he's another guy who should be usable because he's 96 speed, great run blocker, but he's also not usable because he's worse than 90, tons of other guys out there. He should be a usable card. And now come to Lucas, my last legendary pack. One more legendary pack, and I'll open it. And Larry, how many times has this happened to you guys out there where it's your last pack and you go forward and you're just like, all right, I'm just going to pull one more. And then all of a sudden you press reveal cards and then you see it staring there right at you at your face. All right, come on, open it. There it is. Right there. DeMarcus Ware, limited edition. I've never pulled a limited card. Ever. I've never done it. I didn't even think I was capable of doing it. I thought like my gamer tag had some do not give numbered cards to flag and it said, okay, don't give this guy a numbered card. But now I know that's not the case because I just pulled one right here. Number 45, 4 power move, 4 hit power, 4 tackle. This guy really helps your secondary. He really does because he helps that tackle and that hit power now. So your corners can, hit a little harder because a lot of times they have in the mid 90s, they have in the high 90s, and this guy brings it up to 100. So those Dick Lanes, those Ed Reeds that you have now, that I have, and whoever bought it from me, they're going to be usable. This guy's really good. If you want to see all of his hidden stats, check out my personal channel. I have him and Ed Reed's personal channel or their stats on my personal channel. It's pretty good. I don't want to do it here because this video is already bordering on very, very long. But take it from me, he rushes the passer as well as combine Freeney. A little better because he's better. He can stop the run better than those guys because he has better block shed. He also helps all the other stuff, and he can catch it as almost as well as Hoops Peppers, and he has 94 zone coverage. So he can play zone as well as almost like Revis. I don't know why they're doing that. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed watching this pack pull video. Nothing here. I'm going to try to close it out. If you haven't joined us yet on Evo, come join us. We got NCAA coming out. I think next Friday is the early release, and then Tuesday I'm going to be at the midnight doing everything I can. So join us on Evo. Come join me, and I'll see you next time.